What's up, YouTube? Venus here. So you're in your 30s, still out here struggling, and don't know what to do with your life. You were told to study hard, get a college degree, get a job, get married, and then have kids. You feel drained, hopeless, and it wasn't what you expected at this point in your life. Now, you find yourself asking this question in defeat. What do I need to do? Trust me, I have been there. And I can tell you that the answer to that question is very simple because you have already spent time following what other people told you to do with your life. And maybe now, just maybe now, is the time for you to follow your own inner voice for once. This brings me to the first tip in today's video, and that is to disconnect to reconnect. It involves cutting out the noise to connect with yourself and finding your worth. In other words, scrolling through social media 5 hours out of your day will not give you the answers you want. For me, I took that seriously because I got tired of not knowing myself. So I remember deactivating my Instagram and Facebook, and I was training clients at that time. So if I had a 6:30 a.m. client, I would get up at 4 a.m. to meditate to get my head straight. Then I started to realize the more I started my day with a quiet and clear mind, the more my day will flow in the right direction. I would come home from work and not even turn on the TV. I would sit in silence, just gazing without thinking about my problems, just teaching myself to be present with myself for 1, 2, 3 hours, however long I felt called to do it at that moment. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do it how I did. However, you have to understand the importance of connecting with yourself and giving yourself time in solitude without noise or distractions. And here's why. When you don't know your worth, other people will not know your worth either, because that's the energy you put out there. Not knowing your worth will only lead you to a path of constant seeking and no satisfaction or fulfillment. You may feel like you're doing the right thing by going out and getting that job, but it drains the hell out of you. Or you put yourself out there, you get a relationship, and that relationship drains the hell out of you. The thing is, you must ask yourself, which self am I putting out there? The false self that donned the mask of conformity based on everyone else's ideas of perception of me, or the true self with a deeper knowing of what I want. You must understand that the universe is not against you and is always working to provide you with what you want. But the want must come from your true, authentic self. The universe is a mirror that is always reflecting what you're wearing. So when you walk around hiding behind a mask, presenting to the universe your false self based on your conditioning and what you were thought to believe, you are telling the universe to keep sending you experiences align with that small self. Therefore, you will keep feeling unsatisfied, unfulfilled, and unhappy because none of your actions are aligned with your true, authentic self. When you can take the time for yourself to be in silence so that you can hear your heart speak, then you ask, what do I truly desire? The answer will reveal itself quicker than you think. And if you follow that inner voice, your intuition, you will start discovering your worth and no longer call experiences that make you feel less than or not good enough. When you know your worth, you can ask yourself, is this job I am in or applying for worth my time or energy? Or is this relationship that I'm in worth my time or energy? And you will be able to answer these questions honestly. Through your honesty with yourself, you can weave out all of the stuff that is sucking your energy, distracting you from your path and your soul's purpose, and attract what's going to fill you up and propel you toward a more satisfying life. Now, the second tip in today's video is changing your mindset. Albert Einstein said once, "You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it." This means if you look at your life right now and you're not happy, unfulfilled, and you feel you're not where you need to be, it requires rising above your situation to see it differently so that you can cultivate a healthy plan that will work for you. Changing your mindset requires becoming aware of your patterns or limiting beliefs so that are making you feel the way you are feeling. It takes discipline and a willingness to get to know yourself beyond your conditionings and the beliefs or stories that were handed down to you. To change your mindset, you must become an observer of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions to see what type of energy you are putting out into the universe. Again, start by taking some time in solitude to do some self-inquiry. When you find yourself saying, "I believe that, ... ask yourself, do I genuinely believe that, or was I told to believe it? Ask yourself, why do you do the things you do? Why do you believe the things that you believe? Self-inquiry is like doing detective work on yourself, to see your patterns, to see them through a higher lens. And that's how you rise above your situation. And when you see your situation from a higher viewpoint, your field of view becomes wider and you can see so much more than before, and solutions will start appearing in your view. Self-inquiry is a way of empowering yourself without falling into the poor me attitude or victim mentality. And this brings me to tip 3 in this video, and that is let go of the victim mentality. This means telling yourself, nothing ever works out for me, I can't ever keep a good job, life just sucks, relationship sucks, work sucks, or I can't find a job or a relationship because no one wants me. It's not helping you at all. In fact, by telling yourself these things, you are calling to yourself more of the same experiences to validate how you feel about yourself, because what you put out is what you receive. For example, if you didn't get a job or a relationship didn't work out, instead of internalizing it as I am not good enough, take back your power and tell yourself, you know what? I'm not going to let that get to me because it wasn't meant to be. I know the universe has something bigger coming my way. When you take on a victim mentality, your field of view is entirely narrow and you can't see past your struggles or your situations. And like I previously said in tip 2, when you see your situation from a higher viewpoint or field of view, your field of view becomes wider and you can see so much more than before, and solutions will start appearing in your view. It is important to be honest with yourself and ask yourself if you have been in a victim mentality, which is why you feel things have not been working out. And the best way to find that, if you have been in a victim mentality, is through self-inquiry. Here's a quick practice. For the next 14 days, write down the things that you tell yourself. After those 14 days, read through them. And if there are more negative than positive statements, then you'll know why things have not been working out for you. You are the universe, and the universe is you. When you believe that the universe always has your back, you believe in yourself. Then it's no longer a matter of affirming to yourself that everything is going to be okay. It becomes a knowing that all is already okay. The last tip in today's video is to be patient with yourself. It took you time to dig that hole that you feel you are in. So it will take time to climb the rope and get back on the surface. As you climb your rope, the idea is to continue to look ahead because life is a constant forward motion. And when you try to go backward, that is when you meet a lot of resistance. When you learn to be patient with yourself as you find your way back to the surface, you get to transform what you perceived initially as challenges or struggles into powerful learning experiences that expand you in all directions. By disconnecting to reconnect with yourself, you will cultivate patience within yourself. When you learn to be patient with yourself, you become aware of the art of surrendering. And surrendering is a state of total presence. It is the state in which you can receive all of the gifts that the universe is sending your way because it is a state of openness. When you are patient with yourself, you're more open to receive. And maybe it's a friend that the universe sent your way to tell you what you needed to hear so that you can move forward. Or perhaps you find yourself at the right place at the right time, meeting your future husband or future wife, or you meet the right people who present you with the opportunity of a lifetime. The point is, you don't have to do it alone because the universe sometimes sends you gifts through other people. So learn to be patient with yourself and surrender as you float on life's river. Now, if you start by following the first tip that I shared with you in this video, which is disconnect to reconnect, all the other tips will fall in line because getting to know who you are is the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. And I am not talking about your superficial self. I'm talking about your true, authentic self. That is all the tip that I have for today. And I think I'll make a 3 meditation series since I like number 3. 3 is my favorite number, where I will take you from connecting with yourself to knowing that you are worthy to maybe take you to painting the life that you desire, visualizing it. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the content that I shared with you today, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the meditations that I will be putting out. And so until then, stay blessed and I will see you in the next video.